Okay, last video for today. We're going to be writing formulas from the names. So until now we started with a formula and we wrote the name. We should be able to, since the names are unique for each compound, go from the name to the formula. So we're just doing the reverse. Alright, so first step again is decide if the compound is ionic or covalent. So you can use your periodic table. If you have a metal with a nonmetal, it's ionic. If you have anything with a polyatomic ion, that list of 9 that we had on an earlier page, that's going to be ionic. If we have nonmetal with nonmetal, it's going to be covalent. Okay, if it's ionic, then you can write the formula and the charge of the cation, and using a Roman numeral if there's a transition metal, formula and charge of the anion, and then if the charges match, you just put them together. So let's look at this first example. Sodium, we know is Na, it's in the first column, so we know it's plus. Oxide, we know oxygen is, this whole column is -2. So -2, and then if we want to make a neutral compound, the sodium is +1, the oxygen is -2. The cross and drop rule means that we take a 1 and we put it down there, so we need 1 oxygen, but we just leave it off because 1 is 1, and then the 2 we put down there. So then we have Na2O. That's using the cross and drop rule. Let me just show you another example. If it had been sodium chloride, we know sodium is Na plus and chloride is Cl minus. These are the same, so then it's just NaCl. Or if it had been calcium oxide, Ca plus 2, O minus 2, and even though these are 2 and 2, we don't use the cross and drop rule because +2 and -2 is neutral. We just need one of each, so that would just be CaO. Okay, let's do these other examples. So this one has a Roman numeral, so let's go ahead and use it. So cobalt is CO3, so that'll be CO plus 3, and then chloride, Cl minus 1, we know it's -1 because it's in this column. Well, I'll use the cross and drop rule, so I need 3 chlorines and 1 cobalt. So then those charges will cancel. Calcium sulfate, calcium I know it's in the second column, so that's a +2. Sulfate is a polyatomic ion. I can look that up on my list, and that's -2. Okay, so 2 and 2, just one of each will work, so CaSO4. All right, those are all ionic compound examples. If we have a covalent compound, you'll know because you'll have those prefixes, so di and hexa. Mono, if it's mono, it's just left off often. So monocarbon tetrachloride. So di means 2, so dinitrogen is N2. Hexa means 6, so hexafluoride is F6. Carbon, just 1. And then tetrachloride, tetra means 4, so 4 chlorines. All right, so last thing for today is see if you can do this mixed practice going from name to formula.